Hello survivors, I'm the SurvivalVis, and welcome to our next Carnivores content for the channel, Carnivores Triplex. Carnivores Triplex? Triplex? I'm not entirely sure pronunciation, but I was told about this mod actually a while ago when I was going through the Jurassic Park Hunter Legend Special Edition mod. It was one that just released into a beta back in April, was it? Not too long ago though. It's a fairly recent release for a Carnivores mod, and it is a bit of a beta state for, like, in progress and still being worked on. It's me, the main head, I believe, is the Zerer on ModDB. So they basically said this is kind of like a remake of Carnivores 3, or a mod they had tried making quite a while ago, but then wanted to bring forward and more, well, remake, as said. So we're going to hop into maybe a bit of a short series on, because, well, once I get into the hunt menu, you guys will see it's very reminiscent of Carnivores Far North. We've only got the one map to start with right now, which is the Uluyan Swamps. This swampy area suffered from three meteor strikes, resulting in roughly a quarter of the hunting area being burnt to ashes. The dense forest and the fog around marshes make this map a middle difficult one. Specific trees and piles of rocks may save you from the majority of animals, but not all of them. And has a completely unique roster of animals: the Vectosaurus, Stegosaurus, Olorotitan, Sarcosaurus, Spinophorosaurus, Sinosaurus, Alioramus, and Labrosaurus. So you can see it's a fairly nice, unique roster of dinosaurs. It does look like... well, I shouldn't say it's too predator heavy, because it looks like it's about what you'd expect for general carnivore stuff. But it is going to be one because we only have the one map. Probably not the longest of series, but I also do like how it's not super out there point-wise. Like, the curve looks pretty steady mostly through it. There is a bit of a jump for the Sarcosaurus to the Spinophorus, or Spinophorosaurus. It's going to take a while to get the pronunciation right. But yeah, you start with absolutely no points, but it does give you enough to go on your first hunts with just that. Weapon-wise, it's not too much right now, but I am liking that you start with a proper hunting rifle. That already has me quite interested in wanting to get into it and see how it plays. The over-under, lever action, and SPAS 12, so we'll see how those do. I will do tranquilizers for the first few hunts just to get the points up, and if we are able to get enough points for, like, going through, we'll be able to start then getting the trophy roster built up. But everything looks pretty good from here, so we'll hop right in and check out the mod for ourselves. Okay, so we're loaded into the map. Oh. Okay, I guess these are just sort of... Oh, actually, I like the look of these guys. Wow, I've got to admit. Walking sounds kind of weird right now. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I like these guys. Well, you know what? I am going to... Just because I want to take a... Oh! And we... Dryosaurus. I think that's one of the ambient animals. Man, I gotta admit, these look fantastic. Like, the texture work is really nice on them. The eye stands out as having some great quality. They have their own custom sounds. Yeah, so far, Triplex is looking really, really good for a mod. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It almost sounds like I'm walking multiple times at once with the sound effect. But the map... Ooh, the map actually is really varied looking. So it does have the southern quarter is that burnt to ash they were talking about, and it seems like we're in kind of like a swamp mix for the rest of the map. Oh, and we have an Aerotitan. So it's Aerotitan and Lofteris? I gotta find another one just to make sure. And then this is also a mod that's not using the Modders Edition engine, just because I am able to run it in Direct 3D, and I actually have the console commands or the debug commands accessible to me. So we shouldn't have any issues with this running, and I am still trying for Hunter Legends, but it's not looking promising right now. Should I... You know what, I'll save my ammo and not use it on you, so I think we get a pretty good view of you from down here. Let's see if we can get a reply from this Vectosaurus we're after. Oh, we did. Now, I don't know if this mod is actually operating on mortal zones or not. There wasn't anything in the menus that, to me, hinted at it. I probably should have taken a little bit more time to Interesting ambient sound. I should take a little more time just to double check that to see. But there's a... Ooh, actually, even binoculars have a little bit of, like, custom work to them. So it's the Lophopterus is the... Or Lophoptrius? No. Lophopterus is indeed the, Oh, well, there's the vector. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Oh, and who are you? Megapnosaurus, so I guess you're the new ambient for, like, the compu replacement, perhaps. Okay, yeah, let's just quickly get across the water. Okay, yeah, that definitely sounds like there's a little something weird with the movement. Now, we saw the Vectosaurus over there. As long as, see, the wind's kind of being a bit of a pain right now, so maybe it'll be best to actually swim more towards it. I can try calling it in and see how it goes. Yeah, so far, it's looking really good for what is here right now. Like, the one map feels very immersive and atmospheric with the fog around the lower parts of the swamp. Ah, shoot, lost track of it. No, or is it down? That's right, I got tranquilizers on, so I can't really tell if it is down unless I see it. Oh, I do like... Okay, so it does seem like it's down. I don't know if there was Mortal Zone or not. It might have just been 2 shots are all it takes for the first guy, and if it is, I do like that, actually. It does take a lot of shots to be able to put your first ones down, start earning points in. Let's take a good look at it, too. But yeah, there's something weird going on with the walking. It almost seems like you're double walking with the sound effects playing. Wow, look at you. It's a simple texture, but it works pretty well on him. I think once we see him in the trophy room, it'll be a bit better, but the eye... Actually, yeah, I think it all depends on the angle. Like, depending on how you have it. Like, if you're... Nope. Okay, so we did crash out of that first hunt, and I did do a little bit of checking. I think if I run in 3D FX Glide, the game's a little bit more stable. I don't think it has anything to do with, like, how I've been having the Mortal Edition engine, or the Modders Edition engine, for, like, the Special Edition Jurassic Park Hunter Legends or whatever, so I'm going to try doing a hunt with the, 3D FX Glide option, hopefully get it done successfully to bring something back, and yeah, just see if we can get some points started and get Carnivores Triplex series going further and proper. So, everything's set up again, let's hop in and get to a proper, hopefully, full hunt. Okay, so we're loaded in again. Actually, one thing, you know, I'm noticing now, it's a bit weird. They did attach, like, or there is a fixed reticle in the game. But you also have the weapon sways were moving. Or, well, not even moving. And then, okay, so this is... Oh. Okay, so using 3D FX Glide, there's a few changes. The binoculars actually have, like, a black zone around them. Yeah, so these are the Megapnosauruses. So they're basically just little theropod guys. Look like a replacement for the compies on the map. We have seen the, Lophopterus. So hopefully if we can get another Vectosaurus, we won't crash on inspecting him. Yep. No. Oh man, this map sounds so alive with having like all the ambient dinos making noise, some of the calls and that. This really does remind me of Far North, where it was enough present to be able to get away with just like the one map to start with, and yeah, I gotta hand it to the Zerer. It's a very great foundation to be starting with. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, hang on. I accidentally had the caps lock on when I was doing the, a few things, so let's keep the UI so I can see what's going on with like the wind directions and that. Now, one thing about the hunting rifle is it does have a bit of an animation between shots. So I'll have to try to get into a good position. Be able to get 2 shots off fairly quickly before the Vectosaurus there goes out of view. Oh! Oh, we actually have like a Brachiosaurus replacement too. We'll have to check him out after. Yeah, so I don't think it's a Mortal Zone mod. It looks like it's just anywhere you hit on the animals will count this, or will do the same amount of damage. So let's take a look at what this guy is, and where do I have to look for the binoculars? Actually, he is a gigantic. What are you? And it's not coming up on Argentinosaurus. There we go. We have to look way down low on it. Man, you are really well done, like, especially the eyes. It's kind of striking the... Yeah, this is fantastic start for, like... Hi, looking right at us. Well, we'll leave you in peace. As this... Oh, okay, yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah, this is really cool to see. Like, yeah, this does feel a lot like Far North, that there is so much good stuff really present that just having the one map isn't that much of, like, a drawback at all. In fact, it's a great proof of concept for what we might hopefully see more of with development continuing. And I think the other Vectosaurus is probably stuck on here. When we go back to the menu, I'll read up about these guys. But what I was saying before we crash is I think the eye kind of looks a bit silly, but that only depends on the angle when you see it. Like from here, it kind of has this almost like cartoony, rounded look. When we get right on top, it properly shapes a bit more. So I think that's the only thing that kind of caught me for a moment. Now, the other one probably should be calmed down by now. I just gotta figure out where it is. Oh, is that... There's actually a snake. Oh, no, you're actually... You're not quite a snake. You are probably an ancestor, given your... Oh, and a little dryosaurus. I want to get a little closer to the snake guy, but let's look at the dryosaurus, because I think he'll be harder to scare off. Although... Okay, it looks like tried to give him a little beak at the front. It almost looked like... I don't know, for some reason the color made me think like really dried blood on the front. Yeah, okay, so we got little guys like you about, more ambience. Oh, and we got another Magnaphosaurus over there. Yeah, this is a fantastic map to already see and start with. There's the Tetradophis, and you can see he has very, very small arms and legs. So he's kind of like a very transition lizard snake species. That is a really unique take to put for, like, an ambient animal. Okay, see, I'm not sure where it would have gone, because I don't think it can cross water being a herbivore. So it has to be probably somewhere up in this corner. Maybe I'll just get this second one and then head back to the menu, just so that way I don't have the video too long. Because of the crash in between, it's going to be broken up into basically like 2 video captures and 2 audio captures, so it's going to be my first time trying a little something like this, but I figured I wanted to do some testing to make sure the game was stable enough to actually have a series on. Because with the special edition having its problems, I didn't want to have a second one where it was like, oh man, this is good, I'd really love to get this done, and unfortunately I can't because it crashes. But it does seem like it was just, I guess Carnivores and Direct3D don't get along as well as the... Oh, there it is, I think. Yep, there's a Vectosaurus. Okay, so I'm going to let him slowly come in closer. I guess maybe because Direct3D has kept getting constant support, there's a chance there's some changes made to it breaks the these old Carnivores games that use Direct3D as an option. But that's not why the special edition keeps crashing. Okay, let's... Yeah, there's one. Oh, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, so this one actually reloads after only, like, 3 or so... Actually, how many shots is it? 1, 2, 3... So maybe it is about 6 shots and then it reloads. I wasn't sure, but... Okay, hang on, let me really look. 6. Yeah, I think it's about 5 or 6 shots, and then you'll go through a reload animation. So I'll have to keep that in mind if we do go up against more dangerous animals, that I'll have to pay close attention to when I have to reload. Otherwise, we can wind up in a bit of trouble. But I am really liking it so far. I do want to read up on this guy once we get back to the menu to end things. Oh, actually, I can't go any further. That's the edge of the map. Okay, yeah, so let's head back to the menu. I'll read up on him, and we'll bring the first episode of Carnivores Triplex to a close. It seems like, as long as I keep the 3D FX glide, we should be smooth sailing without any crashes. Okay, we're back in the menu, though something seems a bit odd. It says I have 5 points, but the Vectosaurus is worth 5, and I took down 2 of them, I thought. So are they not actually worth 5, or is there like a reduction somewhere happening? See, there shouldn't be. I don't know why I don't have more points. And then to get the Stegosaurus, we're going to need to get 15. But yeah, that's a bit bizarre. I don't know if the Tranquilizer is doing like... See, that's supposed to add... That's a bit weird. I'll have to see a little bit more with the next episode, but... Yeah, so far, Carnivores Triplex, I can understand why I was suggested it so quickly with, like, its release. It's already shaping up to have a great foundation to go with. There's plenty of room. It's probably going to get some more weapons in time. This is just, again, kind of the starting groundwork to get everything at an operational and playtesting point. And so far, it is doing very well with that. It might take a while to really get these other dinosaurs, so I'm not sure if I'll do the series going fully for it. Because it does look like points might take a while coming in, just going off of, like, what we'll earn. But just to read up on this guy before we do end off, the Vectosaurus. A direct central sector's iguanodon. The bright green coloration once used to camouflage the ornithopods in lush forests. Now it betrays the Vectus, making them stand out in the dull environment. Okay. So it's actually meant, this guy was meant for more lush and green areas, and kind of stands out as easy prey now. Yeah, so it's interesting to see the full roster too. Hopefully we'll be able to unlock quite a bit more of it, but looking very forward to playing more of Carnivores Triplex. So thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the new series. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I see you in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.